Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to?
Welcome again to Street Talk. My name is Ahmad Shakaraki. And on Street Talk, we did political, social, and economics here in Michigan, across the U.S., and abroad. Now, today we got a whole bunch of things that we want to talk about, but first let me introduce the people that's with me here.
Dennis Burnside.
Paget Maynard.
All right, man. We just got a lot of stuff to talk about. You had something you was talking about.
We got a big mess, you might say, with redistricting, especially in Texas.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
So the Republicans have concluded, I must say, rightly so, that they cannot win a fair election. So they come up with a redistricting to make 5 new seats for them, 5 additional seats they could get with their new district, if it's approved.
It's going to be approved.
Unfortunately, I heard a member of the legislature there talking about her district and how far out they went in order to make sure that the black population would not be counted there. They want them move away so that they minimize your Democratic votes, whilst at the same time enhancing the Republican vote. So it's the Democrats, from what I'm hearing, they are pushing back. As a matter of fact, I think Jeffries, the Hakeem, supposed to be going down, if he hasn't gone yet, to Texas, and they're going to have a little showdown there. So I'm not sure how productive that's going to be. I guess a lot depends on what you say, because they have to show these people, I would think, the fact that the question should come up. Who does the selecting? Does the politician select his voters, or do the voters select the politician? That's a big thing, because with this gerrymandering, it seems to me that the politicians are the ones choosing, rather than the population, the populace, choose the politician.
This is gerrymandering on steroids, though.
Yes.
Typically, you do the reapportionment of districts every 10 years when the census comes out.
Yeah.
We're 5 years from that. So at the behest of Agent Orange, so-called President Trump, the governor of Texas has called for a redistricting 5 years early. And of, I believe it's 50 districts in Texas right now, 12 of them are controlled by Democrats. This is despite the fact that if you look at registered voters in Texas, about 51% of them are Democrats.
Yes.
But they only have 50 seats, they've got 12. Trump specifically told them he wants 5 new seats.
Yes.
So they're going after this in a way to establish 5 new seats. 3 of those 5 seats will be taken from predominantly black districts. They'll dilute that down so that they're no longer predominantly black, and they'll become Republican.
Yeah.
Now, this is anti-constitutional, anti-democratic at its most fundamental level. This is just power politics and bullying. Now, what the Democrats have said that they do, and I wish they quit selling wolf tickets and actually start hitting back, because all this decorum and rule following has allowed us to go from a country that had 1/3 of its workers in the union down to 7%.
Yeah.
All this playing nice and by the rules and decorum has resulted in us having this gerrymandering going on all over the country, where you have a state like Texas, which is predominantly Democratic, vote Republican. Same thing in Florida, same thing in Ohio. You see this all over the place. But what the Democrats, there's all kind of states. So what the Democrats are finally starting to talk about, and Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, to his credit, was the first one to suggest this. We can gerrymander too.
Do it? Exactly.
We can do the same damn thing. So you want to pick up 5 seats in Texas?
We're gonna
we
pick
could
up
pick up
5 or
15.
10
No, we could pick up 15, 20 in California.
Yeah.
We could pick up 6, 7 in New York. We can do the same thing back to you. And that little 5-seat margin you picked up in Texas by cheating, we can do the same thing and more by cheating right back. It's like that Three Stooges thing. If you're going to cheat fair. So I think that this is going to come down to the Democrats finally realizing that the Marcus of Queensberry rules don't work in a street fight when your opponent has a chain, a knife, and a gun, and you're in a back alley. They're not playing by the rules. They're playing this fascist play, and it's time we start playing back.
Well, yes, I think they have been talking about doing that. They're going to do the same thing. But there was a little hint like, if this. No. They're already doing it. You go and do it. And let the court come in and decide anything now. Because if the court's going to say it's okay for them to do it, they can't tell me it's not okay for me to do it. So, like
the courts, it's not as if we haven't had court cases in the past 20 years.
I know.
And each and every time when it gets high enough in the again, a corrupt system where you got bought and paid for. Let's see, Kavanaugh, you just need a lifetime supply of beer. Comey Barrett, you just need a Handmaid's Tale outfit. Clarence Thomas and Alito, you just need lifetime vacation packages, and you get their votes. Okay? So we can't rely on the courts to do the right thing. So it's time to hit them back where they live. And if the court says that you can't do that in New York, and you can't do that in California, and you can't do that in Kansas, and you can't do that in Ohio, well, damn it, you can't do it in Texas. So and you can't do it in Florida. And if you want to play rough, let's play rougher. You know, it's time this milquetoast stuff stops, man.
Well, you know, that's the thing about the Democratic
You play sports, right? The best defense is offense. When I played soccer, we here say soccer, we say football. When I played, officially my position on my team is defense, solid defense. But even though I am a defender, you will still see me moving down there, attacking. And we go on attack. That is why we win most every game by nil.
Well, see, the thing about it is that Democrats always, well, we want to be fair. And it's like,
when they go low, we go high. But now, when they go digging solo, your high ain't me.
They're not playing by the rules, man. You've got Trump, owner of a teenage beauty pageant, right? Bragging publicly about being able to walk in on them nude so he can inspect them. Who has a long history of abusing and raping women. And his response to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, which is eating him alive, his own base is coming after him, is to say that he's going to charge President Obama with treason. So, okay.
I heard him.
All right, you want to play rough? Let's go ahead and get rough right back with them, man. There's people out there who know things. And let's start putting them out there. Let's put the films out there. Let's put the photos out there. The guy he's a sick bastard, man. Well, and it's time that he got knocked off his high horse.
Well, the thing about it is that everybody so far act like they're afraid of him, and it's like.
Well, I understand that. You know why? If you talk about, there's a tactic used by Putin in Russia called compromat. And compromat is compromise. They get material on you that you don't want publicly disclosed. They bring you back into a room and they show you what they got and they say, you vote with us or you act with us or else. So there has been studies done that showed that there's 3 countries that have compromat at a high level, routinely used. And you know what those 3 countries are?
U.S. is one of them.
U.S.
Russia.
Nope. They're not even in. They
They're not
wouldn't,
in the top
they wouldn't
three?
even get a bronze medal, bro. The bronze goes to the UK. The silver goes to Israel. And the gold medal goes to the United States.
Yes.
So all these people who got little mistresses or Ladybug, Lindsey Graham with his little boyfriends, and people have bank accounts they're not supposed to have, and have relationships they're not supposed to have, and have records that have been hidden away.
Yep.
They're the reason why that cats like Trump can bully. But you know, it's time, man. If you can't stand up and fight because you're compromised, you need to get out the game.
Amen.
Yeah.
And you know, and that goes for, you know, you've got a whole lot of cats, man, that people that I think are talented politicians on the right side of the issues who won't stand up for certain things like Gaza.
Yeah.
Where you have the Israeli army, the IDF, absolutely slaughtering in a genocide territory the Palestinians, and they won't say a mumbling word. And then you find out, well, Jeffries is taking over $1 million a year from Israel.
Yeah.
My man down in Florida, whose name escapes me, another brother, he's taking several million. All these people are getting paid off. So in my mind, you may be on the right side of the issues on everything, but on most things. But if you can't be on everything, man, you got to go. And we'll find somebody else who won't take money from Israel, from AIPAC. We'll find somebody else who won't take money from big corporations. We'll find somebody like AOC, or we'll find somebody like Bernie Sanders, or we'll find somebody. There's plenty of Democrats out there who are ethical.
From Texas.
We'll find them, and we'll bring them up and put them in power.
You know,
it's time for this corruption to end, man.
It's said that you're a good guy, you go in politics, you get corrupted.
If you let it. Not all of them do.
I know.
Not all of them do.
But this is
Jasmine
the
Crockett out of
perception.
Texas is a good example. She doesn't take a penny.
Oh, that's
and she's
my
a
girl,
fireman. Bernie Sanders, I just mentioned, he doesn't take a penny from you don't have to become corrupt.
No.
I know that.
So once you it's like it's like when your parents tell you when you go out there, you're 16 now, I'm gonna let you borrow the car, but don't go to that spot because this is what's going to happen. And then you ease up in there because your boys are there, and then it comes down and you get cracked.
Yep.
Well, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And so I don't care. Alyssa Slotskin, right here from the state of Michigan, a woman who I voted for several times, who I generally admire. She won't say a mumbling word about the slaughter in Gaza because she's paid by AIPAC. Well, she's got to go.
Yeah.
We need a primary.
What? Yeah.
Yes. She's got to go.
Yeah, and the thing is that we look at Israelis. I mean, they just killing people for fun, really. You know.
Man, look at these kids. Dennis, I sat down there and looked on the television. See these kids. I mean, skin and bone.
Being starved to death.
Starvation.
Yeah.
Look how many of them died already. Starvation. And you're going to tell me Israel. Okay? Israel. You are sitting there causing and encouraging this.
Yeah. And
You
lying.
know,
Donald?
they're even more sinister than that.
And lying
They'll
and lying
tell
about
these
it.
starving people who don't have fresh water to drink, don't have food to eat, come to this spot here, gather here, and we'll feed you.
Yeah.
And when
And then
they
they
get
shoot
there,
down
they
the
open
people.
up on them with machine guns
And then come with the
and
excuse,
tanks.
oh, there was
Yeah.
And then
area.
you'll ask them, why in the hell would you do that? Well, Hamas.
Yeah.
They were in the area.
That's their all-purpose. That's
Yeah.
their all-purpose.
Oh, that was-
they'll
that was
starve
some of
them.
my
They'll
Hamas
shoot
in
them. They'll bomb refugee camps. They'll bomb schools. There's no schools left in Palestine.
No.
There's no hospitals left.
There was one other.
So
Well,
you
like 2
look
weeks ago,
you
and
look
they-
at this, man, and you say, wait a minute, man. You're the people who said never again after World War II and got well, almost let it load. And then you turn around and do the same thing to people who you don't respect as human beings.
Yes.
And one more thing. The next time I hear a Negro from the United States, about, man, the Palestinians ain't even my problem. Man, you know how many of them Palestinians are Afro-Palestinians? Who come from Kenya,
Yep.
who come from Somalia,
Yep.
who have true Hebrew
Yep.
DNA.
Yeah.
They're not Ashkenazim. They're not Khazarian.
Right.
They are true Hebrews
Yeah.
that preceded Christianity, that preceded Judaism,
Yep.
that preceded Islam. And we're supposed to say, well, that ain't our problem? Because if they're going to do it to them, they'll do it to you.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And the thing about it, the U.S. is steady bagging them. Well, they got a right. I mean, it's like,
Because they pack
you know,
and compromise.
yeah, they've killed.
Don't tell me this.
And Bernie
person-
Sanders is Jewish.
Yeah.
And Bernie Sanders said we shouldn't give them another nickel
Right. You know,
until they stop what they're doing, rebuild Palestine, and honor their agreements.
Yeah.
They're not going to rebuild Palestine.
No.
Palestine is to remain a desert until it is possible for Agent Orange to get his hand on the land and do his development and have
Yeah.
this beautiful.
Oh, Jared Kushner has the blueprints already. They were already
That's
talking
true,
about how they're going to look at all this beachfront property.
Yeah.
You can make it beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what, man? And you have to dig into the history. You can go back to 1948 when the European Jews first took over Palestine. You would see them wipe out entire villages, take people out of their homes, bulldoze them, and plant pine trees there to obliterate the fact that there ever was a village there. And then they interview. You can see some of these interviews online. You go to YouTube and find them. You'll see some of these people off in the distance, living in outdoors essentially with house keys for a home they can't even get to anymore. So this has been going on now for generations, and it's time to call it what it is, man. It is the same thing that happened to the Iroquois and the Sioux and the Apache and the Chippewa. The same thing that happened to the South Africans and the people of the Congo. The same thing that happened to the people of Kenya. It's European settler colonialism. I don't care what religion you slap on as a label, as a cover. It's the same pattern. It's Europeans taken away from melanated people at the end of a gun and a knife.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes.
And don't tell me you're chosen. Don't tell me that God chose you as his special choice. When you act like that,
Right. And
you act like that and you want me to tell you there's something special about you that's ordained by the Most High?
Yeah.
Man, you lying right now.
Yeah. You know, and that's just what irritates me. I won't say what I want to say.
Irritate is a good word.
Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
Well, you mentioned Epstein a while ago. All right. During the campaign, Trump promised, he campaigned on this,
Yes, he did.
that when he goes in office, he is going to release all the files. All the Epstein files going to be out there, and we all see them. Have you seen any yet?
Of course not.
This was to be done day one.
Yeah.
It's not there yet. Now they're coming around. Oh, well, by the way, your Attorney General said, oh, the file is on my desk.
Yeah.
But then they pretend they don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
It's on your desk, but you don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Okay. They're supposed to say, well, there is nothing there about this.
Yeah.
Of course, the big thing is, who is listed? There is no list. There is no list. Well, if there is no list, why are you ashamed to bring out the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, they're still doing it. And now they come up, oh, well, they can release. And Trump pretending to be calling for the release.
Yeah.
Grand
But-
jury testimony.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Grand jury testimony, you know you ain't going to get that.
Well, not only are you not going to get it, if in fact they did get it, it'd be 1% of what's
Right.
relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you know the old saying about a grand jury is that you can indict a grapefruit,
Yeah.
right, with a grand jury.
Yeah.
It's just very broad, very
Yes.
very all encompassing. This is what the issue is. We need to investigate that grand jury. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You got 24,
Yes.
25 people say, yeah, go ahead and investigate.
Yep.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
But what we do know exists is tapes, film, eyewitness testimony.
Yep.
Dozens of young women who are, let me rephrase that. Dozens of young women who at the time were little girls.
Yes.
They were children.
Yes.
and they were raped, and they were raped systematically, and they were raped in a way that would send anyone who did it to prison for life.
Yeah.
And now you have this Ghislaine Maxwell, the girlfriend of Epstein, serving 20 years.
Yeah.
And Trump comes out and intimates that he wants to have her looked at. Maybe he'll give her a pardon.
Well, nobody came to me with it.
And we need to give her a fair shot, and intimating she's a victim.
Yeah.
And damn it, right on cue, Charlie Kirk, Fox News, all these right-wing echo chambers, they start talking about Ghislaine Maxwell as if she's a victim. No. She's Jeffrey Epstein without a penis.
Yeah.
She did everything he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a rapist too. That's why she's in prison. So now, here's the problem for Adolf Twitler. His base ain't buying it.
Nope.
He may have gotten Charlie Kirk to switch, but he's got a whole lot of other ones. I mean, they're cussing Trump out.
Yeah.
Calling him fat, stupid. What's my man's name? I forget his name now, but he's on the podcast. He's like, F you, Trump.
Yeah.
So now, here's the problem, man. Trump has got his base, as Padgett was saying earlier, so riled up by this Epstein thing, the deep state.
Yeah.
Remember they said that there was a pedophile ring at a pizza shop in North Carolina that Hillary Clinton was running, and some guy showed up with a machine gun. He's gonna go down to the basement and free the kids, and the pizza shop owner said, "Hold up, player, I don't know Hillary Clinton. I don't even have a basement. There was nothing to it." They've been pushing this narrative for about 20 years now, and now here we are at the finish line, and Trump's like, back off, man, ain't nothing to it. We're going to move on and forget. No. You're talking about raping children, and they are fired up to get to the bottom of it, and they're at the point now where they're saying, Trump, if you did it, damn it, you got to go.
Yeah.
And he can't get them. Usually he can distract them.
Yeah.
Look at the ball, and they'll switch off to something else.
Yeah.
That's why he's talking about we're going to indict Obama for treason. All this other stupidity.
And he shouldn't even use the word treason about anybody
can't
else.
get them off the dime. They're focused like a laser on this pedophilia, and it's ironic, of all the crimes and the dirt he's done, the one that looks like it might bring him down is the one he brought up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He brought it up.
Yeah.
He made it an issue,
Yeah.
thinking he could slough it off on. Here's another thing, man. Not to go on too long, because I know you guys have things to say, but they're coming up with this thing like, well, Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton,
Bill Clinton was there.
Carry his ass to jail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill Richardson, the Democratic political operative, if he was involved, carry his ass to jail.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about being a progressive. That's the thing about being a liberal. We don't play favorites because we don't worship people. We worship a principle.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you tell me that Barack Obama was down there, he's got to go.
Yeah.
We don't, I'm not a fan. I'm a constituent. They work for me.
Yeah.
Now I admire Obama, and I know he wouldn't do that.
Right.
But if it turned out that he did, he'd have to go.
Yeah.
But here we have Trump,
Yeah.
who has 24 adult women accusing him, dozens of little girls who say they're victimized by him, and we're supposed to just slough it off and look at somebody else. Nah, man, it's time things come to a head.
And you hear what it you're hearing this from Trump. You're hearing it from the Justice Department. You're hearing it from Speaker Johnson. Well, we let all the credible evidence. They want to see all the credible evidence. Now, who determines what is credible evidence?
Well, I got some credible evidence of Speaker Johnson. How about that little boy you adopted? That little teenage boy who was a strapping 13, 14-year-old, already 6 feet tall. And you adopted him. And then you set up some type of little check thing to make sure that neither one of you are looking at porn because it alerted the other one on their phone. Oh, really? Is that your son? Or is that your, okay? All right? Man, they are such hypocrites.
Oh, yeah.
You got this cat in Oklahoma named Ryan Walters who tried to buy millions of dollars of this ridiculous Trump Bible for Oklahoma schools, put up the 10 Commandments on the wall. This fool gets caught at a school board meeting playing porn on a loop while the people are on the Zoom meeting looking at the stuff on screen, say, "What you doing, player?" And he's unaware because it's such a habit for him.
Yeah.
But then he'll turn around and tell you that you need to follow the 10 Commandments and be more holy and do things. I got to bring in the Christianity into school to get us right. And you a pervert.
Oh, man.
I mean, everything with them, man. They project,
Their
and when they project,
projections,
it's a
that's it.
confession.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah.
All of it, man.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, this guy Massey, a Republican, I think he's Kentucky, he said that they're not being sincere in terms of transparency.
You think?
He is a Republican,
Yeah.
and he's saying that about the Republican administration. They are not sincere. And that is why they come up with this whole thing about the credible evidence. And they are the ones going to determine what is credible. Now, you ever see a crook telling you how to catch him?
No, man. No.
No. No.
Here's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna have the bag of diamonds and the cocaine in my pocket at 5:45 on 21st Street next Saturday. Yeah, that's what that happens all the time, right? It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. It's absolutely
Oh,
ridiculous.
man.
But again, man, you know, the people who support that crap, a lot of that base is starting to crack. The name I couldn't
Yes.
remember earlier was Nick Fuentes. And he got on his show, a big Trump backer. I mean, Trump could do no wrong. He got on his show, man, last week, and he opened up, F you, Trump. You're fat, you're stupid, you're dishonest, you're a liar. You thought I was talking. He ran it down, man. And you see a huge portion of that gullible, impressionable demographic of 18 to 35-year-old young men are starting to look at him like, man, you ain't real.
But look
it took this.
Yeah.
It took this to
Yeah.
wake them up to the fact
Yeah.
that this dude ain't nothing before himself, and he don't give a damn about you or your mama.
No.
The
no.
deputy director of the FBI used to be a podcast, whatever they call it.
Dan
I
Bongino.
can't get this name out my head. It's a
Dan
funny
Bongino,
song.
I believe his
Yeah.
name is, yeah.
But anyhow,
He's one of them undercover Negroes. He's passing.
But he is still insisting that Trump needs to bring out the information on Epstein case.
Well, he said that he's seen some things in the FBI that have shocked him. Oh, really? So you saw Trump incite insurrection, right? You saw Trump call for cops to get beat up to within an inch of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
You saw all these things he's done over the years, and then you get with the FBI and you pull back the curtain and you see what's real, and you shocked. You didn't know that already? You didn't know who this dude was? He all these and you know, one last thing, man. They fire women in the military at the highest levels, who were at the highest level in their class, who performed at the highest level.
Yep.
Any African American, the same thing. They fire them with no cause, DI, and then they bring in a bunch of bozos and special needs cats with IQs of room temperature to run these important agencies, and we're supposed to sleep well at night. And don't forget, this is the same cat who put highest classified documents that we have in the U.S. government, stuff that you're supposed to read in a skiff with no cell phone, no recording devices, read it, memorize, and leave. He took all that information, put it in his bathroom in Mar-a-Lago, and had Israeli and Russian spies and Chinese spies running around the property.
Yeah, and taping it and everything.
Yeah, and these people talking about, I'm an American, I'm a patriot, I'm going to vote for that. You know that? You need, man, you
That's
need
why
to
I
taste
say,
slapped
man,
out your
he
mouth.
had nerve to be calling Obama a spy.
Okay. My name is Ahmad Shakaraki, and we'll catch you at the next block for more Street Talk. Peace.
Don't let anybody make you think that God chose America as his divine messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you are too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. Be still and know that I'm God.